How to survive narcissistic abuse. You can be a survivor. The narcissist is a predator, and they seek their prey based on what they're lacking. So they go after people that are everything they want to be, and that is their ideal prey. Now, someone with NPD lacks empathy. They're manipulative, they're arrogant. They have grandiose fantasies and a sense of entitlement. This should be theirs. They're self-centered. They need to be admired. They're always calling out to be the center of attention. They're always there. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I'm here. I'm here. Pay attention to me. I need attention. They can't handle criticism. They exploit others for their own needs, and they don't care because they have no conscience. They're jealous and vindictive. They're able to easily exploit others because they lack empathy and they lack a conscience. They're unable to relate to the feelings of others. They treat people like objects, nothing more. And they think nothing of using them to fulfill their needs. They don't care how their behavior affects others. They have no feeling about how their actions cause distress for others. They don't care how much pain people go through by their actions. They don't care. And they sleep like babies at night because they have no conscience. They only care about themselves and what they want. Now, they're a predator, but they don't come on as a predator. They usually come on with this love bombing. And this can happen in intimate relationships, and it can happen in friendships, even coworkers. So they're going to tell the person how great they are, how wonderful they are. Oh my gosh, you're such a great salesperson. Oh my gosh, you are such a great actor. Oh my gosh, you are such a great friend. You know, you're such a great person. You help others. They're going to build that person up. But they build them up just to tear them down. And this is their tactic. This is why people are warned of reading too much into this. If it seems too good to be true, you're probably dealing with a narcissist who just found a new supply. They can be a big bully. The person with NPD is jealous when they see someone who has everything they lack. They're threatened, and their defense is to put these people down. By putting the people down that have everything they want, they feel better about themselves. They will say how little that person means to them. They'll resort to name calling. They'll threaten the person. They'll tell lies and slander them. And they believe all of this threatening, this bullying, this name calling can get you to fall back in line. It's a means to control you. Mirroring is another thing they do. They will mirror everything you want. So they will be everything that you're looking for in a friend, in a mate, in a business partner, whatever it may be. They're going to mirror those qualities you find appealing. Everything you like, they like. You have so much in common. Hey, are they your soulmate? Is this a match made in heaven? And you'll be wondering, how lucky could you get? When you find out who they are and you start to crack that mask off a little bit, then we see a whole realm of behaviors that come when we expose the narcissist. When the narcissist sees that you're figuring them out, they attempt to control you, get you back into that line. They use a series of humiliating and degrading tactics. Because they're losing control, they're fearing that their game is over, and they need you. They depend on you for their narc supply. They're not going to leave you alone. No, they're going to do whatever they can to get you back. One of these ways is to humiliate you, to make you lose confidence in yourself. So they're going to call you names. And the names that they're going to call you are the names that they are the things that they are, okay? They're going to project what they are onto you. They're a liar, they're going to call you a liar. They're the cheater, they call you the cheater. They're ugly, they call you ugly. They're old, they call you old. They're not talented, they say you're not talented. They have no sense of humor, they say you have no sense of humor. They feel stupid, you're stupid. They're crazy, you're crazy. They're insane, you're insane. They're mean, you're mean. They're a bad parent, you're a bad parent. They're a bad friend, then you're a bad friend. And they think nothing of hurling these insults because, again, it builds them up because they know they are all the things that they are calling you. They cannot regulate their emotions or their behavior. They fly off the handle easily if upset. Have you ever seen this? Like they're just sitting there and they're trying to control themselves and someone will say the wrong thing to them. And instead of saying, oh, Mary, why do you feel that way? Or I'm not sure why you're feeling, they just go flying off the handle and start yelling and screaming and raging at the person. And it doesn't matter if they're, you know, in a meeting, during a family dinner. You see it with people on YouTube channels. They have no control of themselves. All kinds of things, situations like that with the person directly. Their rage and their anger are disproportionate to the situation. And they don't deal with change or stress well either. They're secretly plagued with feelings of insecurity, shame, and humiliation. And that's right in their inner being. And because of those feelings, they are going to lash out and try to project all of that onto you. They try to keep that hidden. They like to be a martyr. When things start going, you know, when you start figuring them out, they go into martyr mode. So what you're going to hear is, oh, after everything I did for you, I was your only friend. I stuck by you through everything, and this is how you treat me? I worked so hard for you. You know, you never did anything for me. I did everything for you. I sacrificed it all, and now you're throwing me away? Then they use guilt. Everyone told me you were going to do this to me. Everyone told me, and I defended you, and I was loyal. If you only knew how many people told me about you. How could I be so stupid? Stupid me. You never even cared about me. I guess I meant nothing to you. I really loved you. I loved spending time with you. They play the victim, and they play it well. But when people don't see them as the victim, they demand to be seen as the victim. It's not unusual to see them even pounding their fist, pounding their chest and saying, I am the victim. I am the victim. Why can't you see this? What's wrong with you people? Why are you so ignorant? I'm the victim. They have a pity party because that's where it's at. Okay, so they will go, poor me, I'm being attacked. I had my feelings hurt. My feelings are so hurt. I'm so weak. I'm so weak. But it's hard for them to cry real tears, and you can see that. And if they have to cry real tears, you will see them. It's not unusual for them to have to really channel back. And as they channel back, they will close their eyes. They will think of a situation somewhere where they knew what kind of emotion needed to, you know, become apparent at that time, because they're not aware of that. They don't have these feelings of empathy. So let's say they've got to think back to when their dog died, and you know, everyone was sad and that's what they were supposed to have, is sadness, or whatever it is, some kind of a sad thing. They'll close their eyes. You can see they're thinking so hard, and they will try to get that emotion out. Many times they won't even shed a tear. They will make the crying sounds. They will sound like they're crying, but you can tell that it's fake. So they have to dial that back. It is really a lot of work for them to show any type of emotion because they lack real emotion. It doesn't come to them. They will try to control you with lies. Okay? So you're trying to walk away, you're trying to get away. No, they're going to try to pull you back with the lies. So they'll tell you things like, you know what? You just lost the only, and you can fill in the blank, friend, spouse, you know, companion, whatever it is. You just lost the only one. They want you to know that you're going to be alone. Okay? No one will ever like they did. Now, you have no one on your side. You know what? You're going to end up alone. Those others, they don't like you. Everyone tells me they don't like you. If you only knew that they all don't like you. You know what? They're not your friends. You think they're your friends? They're not your friends. I was the only one you had in your corner. Just me. You're going to miss me. You're going to see. I was right. You're going to be the loser. You know what? This is the biggest mistake of your life. You really messed with the wrong person. Gaslighting. Now, gaslighting comes from a 1938 stage play called Gaslight. And this is about a husband that tried to convince his wife that she was going crazy by lowering, dimming the gas-powered lights. When she would mention that they were dimmer, he would say they were not dimmer. Okay? He denied it, and it's a form of emotional abuse. It's highly effective. It's why it's used by the narcissist. Has the person questioning everything, has them questioning their feelings, their instincts, their own sanity. It breaks a person's ability to trust what they are actually seeing. And the victim tends to stay with that malignant narcissist, so it proves gaslighting is very effective. Some examples of gaslighting. They don't want to hear what you have to say. Let's not go over this again. We've already been down this road. Stop it. You're trying to make me nuts. They challenge your memory. That is not what happened. You're all wrong. It did not go down like that. Oh my gosh, you never remember anything. They divert away from the real issue. Oh, where did you get that stupid idea? Who's putting these ideas in your head? Here you go, jumping to conclusions again. Oh my gosh, do you know what you're saying is just crazy? Do you know how crazy you sound? Or they trivialize your emotions. Stop it. You're just being overly sensitive again. This is what I mean. I can't even talk to you without you flying off the handle. Oh my gosh, you blow everything up. You're so paranoid. And then there's denial. No, that didn't happen. I have no idea what you're even talking about. Stop making crap up to get your way. If you're not going to deal with reality, I am not going to engage with you. Triangulation is another one. They will employ family and friends, even coworkers, to help them in their game. This other person becomes a pawn. So they do this because they manipulate these other people who they use as pawns, and they can be, like I said, family, friends, acquaintances. So let's say they're grooming this person by telling their best friend, like if it's a spouse, telling their best friend awful things about you and things that you're doing. So now their best friend can't stand you because you're this horrible person that's hurting their friend. So then that person will come and with the narcissist work at you. Okay, so you've got, another person in there, and this person is basing everything off of what the narcissist said to them, and they start attacking you and protecting the real bully. Okay, and that's what happens. They are pawns in the narcissist game. Avoid being a pawn. You know how you avoid being a pawn? Well, you don't take someone's word for it. You ask to see real proof of what's going on, even if it's your best friend telling you. Hearsay does not cut it. You go to the person directly, okay? If you hear something about a person that you have a hard time finding out, is true, or something that's really going to taint you against that person, you don't take someone else's word for it unless you want to end up with egg on your face and you want to find out you were used. There's a smear campaign. This is the next thing they do. This is when they're really losing it, okay? If they can't have you, no one will want you. They want to annihilate your character. They want to destroy your life. They want to hurt you on every single level. They never cared about you, and it's going to show. They have no moral compass, no empathy, and no conscience. So it's going to be brutal. They are going to attack you on everything. They are going to slander you endlessly. They're going to tell lies about you. They're going to keep adding to those lies. Everything gets longer and worse. Now, if you know that the saying that you don't have to remember the truth, that's the kind of thing. When you're telling lies, they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when narcissists start telling lies, you'll see that, and you'll see it. They'll say, oh, this has been happening for 2 months. Oh, this has been happening 4 months. Can you believe this has been happening for 6 months? Sometimes these lies get exaggerated in the same sentence, sometimes in the same paragraph, sometimes in the same conversation, because they can't even remember what they said. Because remember, they're lies. So, and if you start to call them and say, well, wait a minute, didn't you just say 2 months ago? They're going to answer you nasty, and then they're going to come into be, hey, look here, I've been the victim in this. What are you trying? Now you think I'm lying, right? And they're going to come and attack you. So they're going to keep adding to those lies, and they're going to get worse every single time. They're going to keep talking about it, okay, while saying they don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. Oh my gosh, I wish I didn't have to talk about this. I wish I didn't have to keep going over this. Oh, I would like nothing better than to stop this. But that's not the truth. They love it. They love it. They want to brainwash. They want to manipulate. They want to play games. They will go to be the ultimate victim. I had death threats. I had people harming me. Somebody did this to me. They'll describe harmful acts. They'll always say, oh, if you knew how many, people called me, people emailed me, people said this. Where's the proof? They never have any proof, you'll notice. Okay, never. They don't have any credible proof. They're just, oh my gosh, if you knew, they're attacking me. Okay, they're coming to my house. They're sending me emails, hateful emails. They told me to kill myself. Okay, it'll get worse, and they will say everything evil possible and say that you are doing it to them. Why are they doing this? They want you to react. They need your attention. You are their narcissistic supply line. So they're going to keep upping the ante. If it didn't work, that they said you sent the most horrible letter to their boss, the next thing they're going to do is say that you got them fired. The next thing you're going to do is say that you called their new employer, that they got a new job with, and you got them fired. The next thing they're going to do is say you showed up at their house. The next thing it's going to keep going and going and going, because if they're not getting a reaction, they're going to say whatever it is to get a reaction. They need you to react with them. They can't handle being out of your life. Slandering you, they think will bring them what they want, your reaction. They want you to get defensive. You have to do the exact opposite. No contact. It hurts. It hurts not to defend yourself. It hurts to hear these people spreading lies about you, trying to make others think bad things about you. But you have to remember, it is them. They are everything and more of what they say you are. And know that anyone that knows you, truly knows you, will know it's not true. And anyone that believes those lies is a toxic person that you want out of your life. So look at it as a good thing and shows you who your real friends are. Let people know you don't want to know what these malignant narcissists are saying. You know, whether it be your ex-spouse, you know, if you have your friends saying, oh, I met your ex-husband at the store, you know, he's still saying that you cheated on him. Okay? He's still saying that you're a horrible mother. He's still saying you abused your son. Hey, I met your coworker. She still says that you stole that $100 from her. You know, hey, I met that old friend of yours. You know, she's still saying that, oh my gosh, that you just threw her out. And I don't know, it was at the lowest time of her life. And you told her that you wish she killed herself. Okay, so when they bring this stuff back to you, these lies, then that's another way that you're going to feel, oh, right, frustrated. These people are still lying about me. So don't even concern yourself. Tell your friends, tell your family. If you run into so-and-so, if you hear what so-and-so is saying, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Okay, I'm not going to respond to them. They're liars. I know they're a liar. You know they're a liar. Don't come to me with this crap. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Pay them no attention, because if you react, they win. They're going to keep escalating things so far that everyone will see them as unhinged, dangerous, toxic, and the malignant narcissists they are. You'll see. They'll keep upping the ante. They're going to get more and more outrageous, and people are going to see this, and they're going to see you not reacting. Keep remembering, the truth will come to light. You know what the truth is. Their lies are just that, lies. Do not defend yourself. Any credible therapist would tell you that it's impossible to defend yourself when dealing with a malignant narcissist, and anyone that advises you to defend yourself is advising you wrong. And there's absolutely no reason to do that. The only reason to do that is trying to find, is usually used by the malignant narcissist. They say they're defending themselves against things you're doing. That's the only person that's going to try to justify it, is the malignant narcissist. Any qualified, credible therapist would tell you no contact. You cannot defend yourself at all, because you will never be able to do it with them, even with proof. I've told the story about my contractor. He swore up and down to me that he used the pre-stain. When I saw the can on the floor, unopened, he swore up and down he opened that paint can. That paint can was used. Right there, we were faced with the proof, and he swore up and down he used it. Never once would he admit he didn't. His own brother told me he will never admit he's wrong. So there is nothing you can do. You can have the proof in your hand. They will say it's not. Black and white is red and blue to them. They twist everything. So you think, okay, well, if I just show this, no, they're not. They're going to turn around and twist it to fit their narrative. They're going to go off into their word salad to deflect, that talking round and round about nothing. It's a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense that you can't make heads or tails out of, and everyone can see they're insane when they put those strings of words together with no meaning, and when you're just like, what? That's what they're going to do. They can't handle the truth. They know the truth. They know they're lying. They just don't want others to find out they're lying. They know this is a whole charade they're putting on. Okay, so you're not going to convince them of anything. There's nothing to convince them. They know they're lying. You know the truth, and so do the people that care about you. The ones that believe them can go off with them because they're toxic. You need to remember, you are a good person. You did not do what they say. You are the victim of their abuse, no matter how many times they pound their chest and say they're the victim. They lack every quality you have. They are so jealous of you. They want your life. They want your personality, your intelligence, your spunk, your looks. They want to be you. Remember, the malignant narcissist lacks everything you have. They are unhappy. They are jealous. They think they are old, ugly, stupid, mean, have no personality, that they're washed up. They overcompensate with a false sense of self. They live a life of illusion. They live in the illusion that they are wonderful. They're so very happy. They have an incredible amount of wealth. They're the envy of everyone. They're so successful. They're so smart. They're so beautiful. They're so popular. They're so vibrant. They tear others down to make themselves feel better. They're mean, vindictive, spiteful, and cruel. Learn the signs so you don't fall victim. The more you learn the signs, you'll see them playing out, and you'll see the steps they go through. You have to protect yourself. Learn to spot the red flags. Get out before you are a victim. They will move on to a new supply if you employ the no contact. Tell your friends and family to employ no contact in real life and on social media. This is really important on social media. A lot of people will come to you and say, oh my gosh, someone just, said this. No, don't tell me. And I don't want you to engage with them either. Don't defend me. Please don't defend me. Please just block. Don't look at what they're doing. Don't give them any attention for any of this. Never, never, never interact with them. And never defend yourself and tell everyone not to defend you, because it's exactly what they want. Positive or negative attention, they need attention. They're attention seeking. They did not get enough attention. They're lacking basic things. They are just a very damaged person. Do not fall victim to them.